Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and today we're going to be talking about the massive spiders that they showed in the Venus open world gameplay. Now, massive spiders, massive ticks, call them what you want. I think they're spiders. I don't really like spiders that much. Spiders are creepy because they have a lot of legs, and I don't like that, and they crawl over your walls in your room, and it's spooky, and yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of spiders, but that's enough about me. The gameplay that you're watching is what I believe to be footage of the quest that we're going to get along with the Venus Open World. So if you guys recall, whenever the Plains of Eidolon came out, we had a quest called Saya's Vigil, where it basically introduced you to the lure of the plains, and introduced you to Konzu and all the different characters around it. Like, that's how you find Onko and stuff like that. So I believe that the gameplay that you're watching is a quest that's going to have a similar setup. It's just going to introduce us to the lore of the Venus Open World, and it's also going to show off the big bad guy like it did in this little clip right here. So just like at the end, the Saya's Vigil, we got to see the Eidolon, and they're like, nah, you don't want to fight that, you're not strong enough type of thing, and then you can come back later and then fight it after you're you've done that quest or whatever. You don't necessarily have to do the quest to fight the Eidolon, just keep that in mind, but that's kind of the introduction for newer players to the big boss man, right? Which is what I believe this quest is, because we have the lead up to the big statue, the big Nathaniel statue on our hoverboards, and then Nathaniel's like, oh yeah, this is my church, Tenno. So he kind of has this like religion thing going on with the Venus Open World. He thinks that it's his church or his kind of like outpost type of thing. So he calls it his church, and he's like, people who don't play by the rules get punished type of thing. And the spiders crawl out of his face, and it's creepy. And then whenever the spiders are on the ground, you can shoot them, and then their heads explode. Now, that's the medium-sized one. There's small spiders, there's medium-sized spiders, and there is the large spider, which I think I may have seen something in this trailer, which might hint towards how we kill it. But again, we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. The medium-sized spiders, it seemed like whenever you shot them, their heads exploded. I know, Captain Obvious here. Good job, Flynn. But like, maybe you have to use a puncture weapon to do that, because that's why that might be why D. Rebecca was using the Agbolto instead of any other secondary weapon, right? Because there's a lot of really cool secondary weapons in the game. She could have used anything other than the Agbolto Prime, but she was using a weapon that was high in puncture to kill those guys. So the more that she shot the medium-sized spider, the larger its head got, and then it exploded until it eventually dropped the what's it called, the mission objective that they were after. And then once they got that, the giant spider came in, and they were like, no, we're not going to fight that right now, so let's just go ahead and zoom right past it. But there is a lot of talk about how we're actually going to go about killing the spider, right? So some people think that we're going to have to, in some way, shape, or form, control the storm, or wait for the storm to change into like a certain form, so like a different sort of intensity of the storm, one that will cool down the spider, slow it down so it can't move, so we can damage it, or maybe the spider runs away and we have to chase it with our hoverboards type of thing. I think that would be pretty cool, but of course that's all speculation. There is one slight thing that I seen whenever it came to just kind of zooming past the spider in the gameplay. It's very, very short, so I'm going to have a freeze frame up now, but what you're going to see is like a power core like in the leg of the spider, which I'm assuming we're going to have to shoot to kind of disable one of the legs, so maybe he can do less attacks, or he's slower or something like that, because I feel like it might be kind of a waste if they gave us hoverboards and they didn't make it so there's a big chase scene around Venus. I think that would be awesome. In the Plains of Eidolon, we have Arcwing, and we have our operators to use to dash around, and operators are a big part of the Eidolon fight, so it's going to be interesting to see what role operators play in this fight, if they play any role at all. I had a few people in stream saying that they would prefer it if operators weren't part of this fight, period, because they don't like, swapping from Warframe into Tenno very frequently like that. But of course, I think that the focus mechanic is a pretty good mechanic, and I think it should be implemented, because, I mean, the more it can be expanded, the better, in my opinion. So that type of thing. But, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Leave a like in this video if you enjoyed it. I'm super excited to be killing the big spiders, because I'm not that big of a fan of spiders. But, I don't know. It's gonna be awesome, fun, and cool. And you can bet your butt whenever the Venus Open World comes out, I will be streaming it live over on twitch.tv/iFlynn. I predict it. Maybe this is just a guess to come out late September, early October. So that is just a guess, and that's also going off people who said that Steve said it should be out by fall, or Steve said it should be out September. Like, you can only take chat, you can only take chat so seriously, so we can't sort of believe everything that chat says, and I'm talking about Twitch chat, by the way. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, go ahead, hit that like button below, and if you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.